Hello, my topic revolves around the impact that shipping activities are having on the sustainability of marine life within Port Phillip Bay in Victoria. Port Phillip Bay is home to a vast array of unique marine life. Thousands of species reside within the bay, of which over 80% are found nowhere else in the world. However, Port Phillip Bay also happens to be the entrance to the Port of Melbourne, which is Australia's busiest container port. While this has been the case for over a century, the recent substantial increases in growth in containerised trade have initiated changes to the bay's environment. The most recent major change to have occurred was the 2008 dredging of 22.9 million cubic metres of material to keep up with trade growth and provide the largest container ships access to the Port of Melbourne. Another significant change to the bay's environment has been the accidental introduction of several exotic species via ships entering the bay. The impact of these changes on sustainability of marine life required further investigation. To do this, I have undertaken preliminary research into my topic. I have followed my research plan, which involved using relevant keywords to search Google and Curtin Library databases to find suitable web pages and journal articles. The main issue I encountered was the presence of conflicting and biased views. To determine if an article provided an unbiased account, I scanned the article for factual information and objective views. I have found Google Scholar to be the most useful database thus far. My investigation initially led me to a resource which acquired data by interviewing people who have spent large portions of their life in the bay. Among the findings were noticeable decreases over several decades in numerous fish species and invertebrates. While this article admits to inconsistencies in the data, it was apparent that the findings were linked to scallop dredging, which was allowed until 1996, and the introduction of the Northern Pacific sea star. Further research into the Northern Pacific sea star indicates that they were most likely introduced into Port Phillip Bay in 1995 via the ballast water of a ship. Their insatiable appetite for a variety of marine creatures, coupled with the lack of success in attempts to eradicate the species, makes them a dangerous threat to marine life and ecosystems. With the sea star's population within the bay seemingly established in the millions, the focus is now on avoiding further spread of the pest around the Australian coastline. The severity of the impact on marine life from the 2008 dredging is not so clear. While an audit by the Victorian Government determined the overall health of the marine environment to be intact, the audit also communicated the occurrence of several environmental incidents throughout the dredging process, including oil spills. However, there are many articles reporting further concerns since the dredging. The images provided show the devastating rockfall at the Rip, which is a popular dive site. Issues such as biological shifts in nearby species and the negative trends in fish size and consistency cannot be categorically attributed to the dredging. An unknown aspect is the future impact of burying the dredge material on the bay's seafloor. Another concern of the dredging was the impact on seagrass, as seagrass beds are important ecosystems for marine life. However, historical seagrass mapping indicates there were only minor changes to seagrass cover since the dredging, yet major seagrass loss between 1998 and the mid-2000s. The Victorian Government has invested $5.5 million recently into a seagrass and reef habitat research and management project. Further investigation is required into plans to prevent the introduction of additional exotic species and strategies to ensure the overall sustainability of the marine life within Port Phillip Bay. Additional research into the potential of further future dredging and the subsequent environmental impact is also necessary, as well as any potential alternate solutions to future dredging. My topic directly relates to Year 4 science, as information is provided regarding how marine creatures depend on each other and the environment to survive. This topic would ensure Year 4 students gain appropriate knowledge and understanding of the impact humans can cause to the environment and the sustainability of marine life.